What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the first installment of Reality Chin Check. I'm your host, B to the. All right. Now we're gonna start off with a classic this week on this channel. Sometimes we watch reality TV shows. I love watching them. I know you love watching them, but sometimes we just gotta chin check them to make sure they know what's going on out here in the real world. So today we're gonna start with a hood classic. This show's been out for like 20 plus years. Been doing fantastic numbers. It's been on MTV since I was like a teenager, and I'm not gonna tell you how old I am now, but way like this thing been going on for a long time. It's the challenge. Now this season is the challenge Total Madness. So last episode was episode 5. The challenge itself was like it was a phone memory challenge, something like that. But it was basically it's a memory challenge where you basically watch the colors and then you take the slats and you put them in the slat in the way that you saw the colors flashing. And then once you reach a certain number, you get a check and boom. So there's a lot of players this season. So we had to do this one in rounds, obviously. Now in round 1, the two people that won was Wes for the men and then Maddie for the women. Now it's a males elimination week, so Wes getting that win was super important. All right. In round 2, we had Fessy, big guy, and D. Now, Fessy's a newbie. He's coming from another show. D, this is her, I think, 3rd season. She's really starting to get in the groove of things. You might like her. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about her. Same thing with Maddie. I actually like Maddie a lot. She's really strong. She's like 3rd season on. But Wes is an OG. Fessy is brand new. Now, in the 3rd round, they had Bananas, and you're not going to believe this one, Big T. Now, Big T, obviously not a real name, but Big T is little cute little John, you know what I'm saying? And she's happy-go-lucky, and this season she's like really coming into the game, starting to understand some of the politicking behind the game and all this other stuff. So those are your 3 male winners were Wes, Fessy, and Bananas. The 3 female winners were Maddie, D, and Big T. Now, the tribunal is only 3 people, so obviously it came down to time. And at the end of it, Wes and Maddie won. Now, they get to pick that 3rd person. So this is the part of the episode where Wes and Bananas, we know they got a secret alliance going on, but the house didn't really grab it, But Wes, as maniacal as Wes is, he pulls off the perfect ploy. He says, TJ, I've done everything in the challenge, but the one thing I've never done was save Bananas. So basically he's telling people that this is just like one of those things that I haven't done. I've always been against Bananas. This is the one thing that I'm going to do for Bananas. It's not a big red sign like, hey, I'm working with Bananas, but it's definitely raising some eyebrows. And that's what's going to get people moving, all right? Now, after the challenge is over, they go back to, the bunker, and everybody start doing their politicking thing. Now, they go out to the bar, all right? And this is where a lot of stuff happens, right? But before they head to the bar, Nelson starts begging, bro, begging not to be sent in. But this man Nelson about to get the chin check of the day because this man is exposing himself. This man, he don't know what he's doing sometimes, bro. Like, it's not that he's a bad player, which he is. He's like, he tells everybody that I'm not going to say your name. So you're like, all right, bet. But you think about it, it goes week to week to week to week to week when he's telling everybody in the entire house, hey, I'm not going to say your name, blah, 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 blah. Not to mention, this man went balls deep trying to get in on Anissa. I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about, he was word vomit saying some nasty things to Anissa. He said some nasty things to Kayla. This man has no politic game, bro. It destroys him. He may be physically strong, but he's mentally weak. I'm just going to put it out there for you guys, all right? Now, inside the bar, right, after they do the vote, apparently, if you haven't seen the episode, Kyle was the one that kind of led the vote that voted in, you guessed it, Nelson. So Nelson starts beefing with him, right? He start calling him all kinds of names, and you the tallest 6'7" poon. You know what I'm saying? And Kyle's just not having it, bro. Because as much as Kyle's kind of an on the fence player anyway. He's just like, Nelson, like, you weak, bro. Like, I know you weak. So we not having this. I know you weak, bro. So that's how it ends up going out. So they beef. They don't really fight, but they beefing because Nelson's mad that he got voted in, and since it was a double elimination time, he got voted in next to Fessy. Now Fessy he manned up. He was like, listen, I know what it is. I got to get a red skull for this one. I'm not with the games. If you vote me in, if it's easy for you, do it. Let's get it done. No gripes, yo. I like that, man. Up. I like Fessy for that, y'all. And then, so they out the par. This whole fight with them two happened. And then that's like the big scene for the bar. So that's all over. Go back to the house. Big T is like, she drunk, bro. Drunk, bro. Talking about drunk, bro. And she started going off. It's kind of like a meltdown, but it's cute, because it's not really who she is, but it's not who she showed us that she is. So she goes off and cuts her foot pretty bad enough they send her to the hospital. But we don't know if it's going to interfere with her game or not, right? So then it goes down to the nominations for the 4 players that got to go against either Nelson or Fessy. So somehow, right? Somehow they end up getting Jordan in there. They get Bear in there. They get Kyle in there. Now they fry Kyle. They fry your boy Kyle because he was like, bro, you've done nothing for the team ever. Your politics is weak. You physically weak. You ain't won a challenge in your entire career. Bro, you weak. Step your game up or you can't. We not carrying you no more. This is what Johnny and Wes was saying. We not carrying you no more. That's just what it is. And they call Corey in now. They just kind of give Corey a little mouth lashing too. But that's really what happens there, right? So at the elimination, it's a classic. It's a classic. It's the pole tug of war jump. Just get on there. That jump. So it's a classic. And Nelson and Fessy are like, this is probably Nelson's best event because it requires no brain, all brute strength, and Fessy is all big dude. So he about to destroy whoever it is. Now he got Corey, you got Jordan, you got Kyle, and you got Bear. Those are the 4. So I'll be honest with you, Fessy was gonna take any of them out. It was a wrap. It was a wrap for any of them before Fessy, right? But they end up voting in Jordan because Jordan lost Tori last week. Which makes sense to me because if I'm in there without my boo, and I already know people don't like me like that, but if I'm in there with my boo, I'm going to go savage mode. I need to get this red skull so I can go to the final, or y'all need to get me out. That's just point blank period. That's what it did. And Jordan says the best thing ever. He said, bro, I won 3 of these. This ain't for me. This was about the boo thing. This ain't for me. I'm a champ. This ain't for me. This for her. I'm riding for her. So if she gone, let me go right now, bro. That's what it is, right? So Jordan ends up going against Fessy. Totally lopsided because he has one hand. But this man, Jordan, is jack of all trades. Jordan knows what he's doing, bro. He knows what he's doing. So he tries to figure something out, but to no avail. Fessy's too big, and you're doing something that requires grip strength with one hand. Big ups to my man for the effort. Like, this Jordan has no quit in him. He gets injured. He hops back up. You can see that he's visibly injured, bro. Visibly injured, and he still completes it. Big ups to my man for that. Now, then they have Nelson going against Bear. Now, the big controversy here is that everyone feels like Bear got blindsided. And when I tell you this happened, and I was in my mind, I was like, boom, it's about to go down, right? So Swaggy C goes around to the people. Well, no, Josh is going around. Everybody talking about Bear being blindsided, Bear's being blindsided, blah, 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 bro. It's a challenge, shut up. Bear's being blindsided. And Swaggy C is like, bro, what are you talking about? They've been saying it all day they're going to throw Bear in. Everybody know that. Like, it's not blindsided. They said all day they was going to throw Bear in. What are y'all talking about? And so Josh, as weak as Josh is, Josh weak, bro. This Josh the only man that wants a rivalry that he can't have. My man Wes literally looked him in his eye and said, listen, bro, you may think I'm your rival, but you are nothing to me. It'll never be a thing. But he wants it. He wants the clout. You got to go for the clout, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So Swaggy C is like, bro, they've been saying this all day. And Josh is like, I didn't hear this. Did you hear this? Did you hear this? Nobody else heard this, but somehow Swaggy C knew. Light bulb goes off. He's like, this man's working with Wes. He's working with Wes. It's a wrap. And now since Josh's quote-unquote rival is Wes, he's like, yo, I'm about to rally the entire house to send Swaggy C in next week. But here's the thing, Josh, you're weak. Josh, you're weak, bro. I really think Swaggy C can take you, even though you're bigger than him. He probably faster, he probably smarter than you. I mean, listen, I'm just a guy. I don't know, but that's what it is, man. So next week, let's see what happened. The Swaggy Sweet Josh thing is about to erupt. Nelson's politics was exposed. Everybody know. Fessy got his red skull. Nelson got his red skull for beating Bear. Figure that one out. It's the easiest thing for him, bro. Bear's tiny, bro. And so that's what happened this week, guys. That's the reality chin check. But what I need y'all to do, I need you to take one of these. Chin check that like button for me. Hit a little uppercut on there one time. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Reality Chin Check, the RCC channel, bro. All right. Check me out. Brandon Travers, RCC on Twitter. And I don't have a Facebook yet. But that's what it is, man. Next week, we're going to chin check some more of these suckers.